It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's maddest writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1948, recorded August 10th, 2023. Double Bubble Trouble. This episode of the Giz Wiz Diggity has a bubble gun with dual motors. He also has a new neck fan that we're going to check out. I have another Shark Tank gadget and your videos. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology. Rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now, and here he is. Our gadget concert host is here, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Great. Doing great myself. I'm thinking about re-recording all of the Giz Wiz episodes as Giz Wiz Chad's version. Just so I can, I was just going to re-record all 1,948 of them.
Okay.
Now.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you can do that on your own, that's fine.
Perfect. Okay, good. Okay,
That's
great.
fine.
So if you ever see the Chad's version, then you'll know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just I had a little
right before the show,
inspiration.
your lights went out, and you said you have to get a new power strip. Is that because the power strip physically burns out that little?
I have no idea.
Or doesn't it have a reset button?
It does, and I flipped it, and it immediately switched back, and then the power strip's a little warm, so I just was like,
I'm
just removing this from the equation.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So not sure what happened there, but yeah, the reset button immediately flipped back. I need to keep an eye on the plugs that I make sure that there's nothing going on with these going into the wall, but yeah, should be good.
Mr. Dave suggested the Giz Wiz director's cut. We did that, and that is just 7 minutes long. So we fired the director, and that 1 7-minute episode is.
Could you imagine the Giz Wiz edited down? It would only be 5 minutes of content.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, listen, we gotta vamp. No. Hey, has anything gone on in this last week with you?
I have a little 45-second video because I can't believe they're talking already. I already got 2 2014 calendars in the mail and an email today saying 2014.
Wow, I love this new time zone.
2024. And I got an email today that says, CES will be here soon. Let's get ready. And I'm thinking,
soon? I can't. I cannot.
Anyway.
And someone said the other day, and I think it's so accurate, that August 1st is the first day of Halloween.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because all the stores have Halloween stuff, and decorations are changing, and pumpkin spice season is back, as St. Scooter X. But honestly, this year I feel like yesterday I was like, thanks so much for sending me to CES, everyone. That was awesome. I'm not ready for the next year. It's too soon.
It's bad. And so the thing that I like during the summer is they have a lot of silent disco events. And the one I like most is on the Hudson River. I have a little 45-second video. I think so this is it.
Oh no, it's August, and this is the final silent disco. All right, so 3 DJs, all playing different music.
And they're just going.
Hundreds of people in front of the booth, and probably another 100 lining the dock that goes all the way out to the Hudson. And it's silent disco, the final one of the 2023 season.
Yeah,
I can't believe how many people are there.
But and I love the fact up by Lincoln Center when they have it. There's a lot more kids at the one on the Hudson River. So when a bus goes by, you see like 500 people just moving, just like now with the sound off. And people on the bus must wonder, what in the world is happening there? Because at night, all you see is lights. The headphones have 3 sets of lights in them, so that if you want to dance with somebody, you look at the color light in their headphone, and then you click to that color, and then you're both listening to the same music, and then you can dance together.
It's perfect for cities with sound ordinances.
Yes, absolutely. It's
other
perfect.
than the human voice, some people yelling and singing along. There's nothing else to indicate there's a crazy concert going on.
No, not at all.
It's great.
And how about you? Anything thrilling there?
Let me think. Not much. I've been getting into a lot more running recently. So as a hobby, I've just been running, which, even just 2 weeks ago, I would have said, like, I'm crazy. What, you're for fun, you're running? But yes.
And how far?
So like today I did 10K, so that's 6 miles, 6.2 miles. Typically I'll do at least a 5K, so that's 3 miles. The day before I did 2 5Ks, because at the end of the day I was thinking, I think I have another 5K. I can run another 5K.
Do you run on a track, or do you just run around town?
Run around town. It started where, so where I'm living right now, they don't have a plug to charge the Tesla, which isn't that big of a deal because there are, I think it's because it's a tourist-y town, there are superchargers everywhere. Like I pass like 2 of them just driving around every day. So it hasn't been an issue, but...
Wait a minute, are you driving 2K?
To pay?
Oh, no, when you said... You're running, but there's no place to charge your Tesla. I think, is he running inside his Tesla?
It's a hamster wheel, and it'll charge the car.
There you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's actually, this is how I thought of this whole scheme. But anyway, I was looking around at slower chargers where I could keep the car for a little while, and there was a nature preserve nearby. And I thought, well, that's the coolest thing. Well, now I got to kill some time at a nature preserve. Might as well run around. Sounds like great exercise. And one thing led to another, and I was going there kind of every day, running around, and it's just been fun. There's a whole world, it's just like anything. There's the hobbyist side, there's the pro side of stuff, and so kind of learning more about what professionals, I'm not near that level at all, but it's been so fun to kind of learn, about pacing, getting my pace right, getting my tempo right, learning, where I'm learning right now. I'm working on VO2 max stuff. That's like how fast your lungs can actually give oxygen to your body, and things like that. And so it's just kind of been this natural, like, this is kind of cool.
Wow.
Let me work on that. Let me work on this. I've always liked running because from a pure cardio standpoint, there's like nothing better. Like if you just want to burn calories, like you were like feeling guilty about the Snickers bar that you just ate, like running is the fastest way just to burn calories. But it's been, and so, Empty Pocket says, and you call this fun? And I get it. It's weird. But it has been, there's a strange feeling of fun around pushing so hard for like 30 minutes to an hour, and at the end being so exhausted and thinking, I didn't think I could do that. And now I did it. I just did it. So that was kind of cool.
Okay. No, the only good news is that in today's times, actually all over the internet, is that they have been overestimating how many steps a day you should take to improve your health. They were saying the best was if you can do 10,000 steps a day. Now they're saying if you do 4,000, that will add, 30% to your life But if you go 5,000, you can up how many years it'll add to your life. And that's just walking. So that's where I am. I do 6,000 steps a day walking. But the next morning I go, oh, I've only walked 4 steps. So I don't.
That's where they get you. Is it resets to 0 every day?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You run 8 miles, and then the next day you get up and you go, oh, why did I run that far yesterday?
Yeah. That's now, see, I tried to do that in reverse with eating for a long time. 2,000 calories a day. Well, I'll just eat from tomorrow's calories. I'll just have those now. In fact, actually,
okay.
That's what I'll do. And then tomorrow I'll just remember. And then I never did. So anyway, yeah. So that's kind of been my hobby that I've been kind of focused on over this last week is getting into running. So far,
well,
so
our first gadget might be for you.
Ooh, exciting!
Play a slightly different game this time. All right, this is a neck fan. I'm not going to show you it because it'll give away sort of what we're playing for. But the company said that they came out with the neck fan 2 years ago, and now for 2023, they've added 2 new features to the neck fan. So let's get, Dennis, what do you think they could have added to the neck fan?
Music?
You know what? That would be that would be a great thing, actually. Okay, I mean, it would work because it's on your neck. It wouldn't be like earbuds, but music is a good answer. Chad.
Let me think.
Chad in chat room, think about what they added.
An umbrella.
And now we will unbox it. And I can show
sunglasses. A COVID N95 mask.
I'm not going to show you the box.
Oh, someone has thought of it.
The 2 new features are featured on the box.
Some LED lights.
Oh,
massage
lights.
speech. It's very good.
Oh, a subwoofer.
Okay, and what if this has any charge in it at all? Oh, it does. Okay, so this is what they've added. They've added a digital display.
Oh.
That will show you fan speed.
I'm definitely a display.
I'm not quite sure how you bring
fan.
up
I like
the
displays.
other display, but the other display is how much battery power is left. And actually, I would like that because I was thinking, is there any battery power left in this?
Of course, they didn't charge it out of the box.
Let's see, are there any other USB-C charging here? Maybe. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa!
It's illuminated.
Oh, wait a minute.
Take that to the silent disco and confuse people.
Yeah.
Now I'm liking. You can do changing color. You can do faster changing color. You can do, I don't know, is this different than the other one?
Okay, there are 7 LEDs.
Right, so it's multicolor.
And 4 modes with
and something else.
One of the switches.
I wish you could make the color steady. No, that just shuts it off. All right, so I'm going to...
It's a win for the display, but I think it's a lose for the intuitiveness. As you cut to the long instructions.
Oh, you know what? I thought it was a digital readout. Like it would say 70%. It seems that it will blink. All right, this is a steady light to tell you that the battery is low. I wanted you to hear, actually, yeah, you can come way close. So low power, not a lot of wind, but it's very quiet. I had a couple of neck fans from 2 years ago. One of them was so loud on high.
This is
still pretty quiet. That's the medium. And That's full up. So we should be seeing a 3 on the side. Like, yeah, there's 3. All right. And then the other button is to vary the lighting. Now, the only thing great about the lighting, I think, is for nighttime jogging, you are going to be seen. I mean, like, in reality, now that I think of it, the LED lighting isn't for you because you can't see it. A few minutes ago, I found out something really disappointing. All right. This looks exactly the same. Bladeless neck fan, 4,000 milliamp battery, which this one has, 7 color light for travel, for camping, 3 speeds. Oh my, $16.19. I paid $29.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right, I had to point this out. You know the QR codes? It's not for apps or anything. It is so stupid. It's the answer to basic questions. What is the packaging of this product? You have to go to your QR code to get the answer. Can this fan be can you adjust the blowing angle? They can't just tell you.
What?
Is this fan for use by people with long hair? How about you? You probably get the QR code and probably the word no comes up. This is really stupid.
You got to be techie.
Yeah. How do you set the wind speed and turn the LED light on and off?
This is just bizarre, isn't it?
This is dumb.
So they link to YouTube
Amazon
videos.
is so helpful. Compare with similar items. Okay, this is the fan. Good. So you could put this on your neck with a long extension cord.
Oh my God.
Same with this one. And this is another similar item, paper plates. And you would take them and you would wave them back and forth really fast behind your neck. Okay? Those are similar items to compare to.
Yeah, so those QR codes went to YouTube videos. So instead of saying how to do it, they made videos.
They went to YouTube videos?
Yes, they linked to YouTube videos. That's
okay.
Still, if I just want the answer, what if I don't have internet? Like, what if I bought this and my home doesn't have internet?
I mean, how hard is it to say no? Would people with long hair use this fan? No.
Don't. Be careful.
We talk about the way prices change on Amazon.
It's cheaper.
An hour ago, I went to my page. It's half price.
That is so funny. And you can get 10% off. That is so funny. With 10% off, that's $1.40 off.
Oh, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Was it come down like $13.50?
Yeah. Yeah. That is so funny.
Holy cow.
Man. My recommendations, I got some better ones than you did. At least I don't have a fan or paper plates in my
what did yours say?
They were just other ones, related.
Yours made sense.
Mine made. Wait. Here it is. Compare with similar items. I have the paper plates as well. You know, you would really think that you'd be able to say, like, this is not a similar item. Like
the paper plate, the fan maybe because it's a fan, but the paper plates.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Yeah, I could see how you thought that this would be more of a display for the...
Exactly. And for some reason, for $3 less, you can get a 3,600 milliamp as opposed to 4,000 milliamp, which is the one I bought. But it's just bizarre.
Yeah.
And another slight advantage of this one is the neckband is really flexible. The other ones, they're all hard plastic, and it's very hard to vary how they fit on your neck. Oh, there's a great
Yeah,
picture
that's
there.
a great idea. Yeah.
So this one you can aim the air. You can't adjust the vents, but you can aim the vents much more carefully to the way you want them with this very flexible band. And I tell you, for $13.50, I
Yeah.
think that's a great deal.
Do you think they're worried summer is over and they're liquidating?
It wouldn't surprise me that somebody got a 2024 calendar and said, "Oh my God, let's dump these fans."
Can you believe it's August? Let's get rid of these things. In a few months, they'll be worthless. That is very funny.
Yeah.
Well, looks like a great option and very inexpensive. And I like the display that shows it does frustrate me. You went through the process of putting a display on it and 2 buttons on it, and you couldn't have made like a functioning user interface. Like, that's always frustrating that they have stuff there. And if it just had like the software basically of like show stuff, it would work so much better.
And the fact that it says can display the current gear, which is the speed,
right,
and the charge, you would think what I thought is the charge. It's just that when the display blinks, it means the battery's running low. So,
right.
But outside of that, it's pretty neat. I tell you, for $13.50, if you need a gift for somebody, this is pretty good.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Okay, move on to the next gadget, and I think you'll like this too.
Lots of bubble machines on the show, but we haven't had this on the show. Bubble machine engineering car. I don't know, is this supposed to look like a truck or something? Maybe. Anyway, we like bubbles. Okay. I did open the bag to make sure it had a battery in it. So this is the battery, okay? And the battery charges via USB. And I was wondering how you could tell when the battery is charged. It's funny, you don't see it now, but this lights up bright red when you first plug it in, and when it goes out, that means the battery is charged. So now the battery is charged. Don't lose this cable, whatever you do. And then we will unbox our gun. Oh, wow. You know what? I made sure that we had liquid and it said ships with 2, but there are 4 in here. All right. And double guns. Da-dan. Bum. Take out the connection tube. Where I see something plasticky in here. Comes with a little screwdriver. Okay, take out the connection tubes. Screw on the bubble water. All right. Screw on. And I guess in this instance, you turn the jar. Otherwise, the hose is going to get all twisted up. Screw on the bubble water. Fix the bubble water. Okay, I am fixing the bubble water. Oh, it has a little, actually, it has little studs here so it stands up. Cover the back cover. Okay. Cover the back cover. All right. And then unscrew the screw and open the lid. Oh, okay. Oh, they give you a little screwdriver. Unscrew the screw and open the lid. Connect the battery. Okay. Put the battery in. You know what? I'm going to leave the door off just in case it's not ready to go.
It seems very like DIY.
Oh, wait, anything else?
Like
Connect
a little
the battery.
A bit, yeah.
Put the battery in place and install the battery.
The battery's a bit
back
scary.
on, then it ends. So the only thing left is to, what's the carry handle? Pull the trigger.
Wow, it works. That's good sign. I see some. Wow! Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Holy-
exactly.
Whoa!
This is great.
Holy cow!
You know, the reason this is better than the one we had a month or so ago is you had to dip it in water, or dip it in the solution. With this, the whole bottle is already in here. And you know, it's so funny. I guess this is just fake, all right? It looked like the bottle attached at the bottom, but the bottle, as you saw, goes in the back. This is great. And, you know, I'm going to hold it a little bit toward me because there's supposed to be LED. Yeah, oh, there are. You can see them. Watch, there are LEDs. So if you're doing this at night.
Yeah, those look bright, like bright
I think
LEDs.
this is-
Like they can
Yeah.
really light those bubbles up. I can't believe that it produces them without needing to dip it into anything.
I think this is great.
No, it's great with the bottle inside. It's super.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little bit noisy, but who cares?
Yeah, the noisiness
Well,
is
I
not
think this
a
is
big deal.
really nice. We're going to go to the Amazon page and see what kind of, and I guess kids can double-hand it if they're small. It says for ages 6 and up, so I just got in there. Let me see it working from the front. That's great.
I can't believe how it just immediately
oh, and
just
the LEDs
produces
change color.
so many
Tons
bubbles.
of bubbles. I don't know who counted them. It said 10,000 bubbles a minute.
Doesn't take much to amuse us. You know, does it work? Let me see. If I hold this behind me, will bubbles?
There he goes.
Nice effect. See, I could go in the park and go, "Hi, everybody. Yeah, it's Mr. Bubbles."
You can say it's Mr. I like the Mr. Bubbles name. That's
A
good.
great entrance into the park.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
That is so cool. I cannot. Now, the whole battery situation is just kind of weird. I feel like it should have been just a USB-C, like,
Yeah, yeah.
even a micro USB. Like, that is just
would've-
weird.
Yeah. Maybe if they've given you 2 batteries so that there was a reason.
Right.
But, you know, is there still a 20% off coupon on it? There was yesterday.
There it is. There is.
Yeah.
Wow. That work. I'm just so shocked at how much bubble was
Yeah.
made. That is so cool.
It is
It's really
really.
cool.
Oh, you know, we always joke about that, the reviews.
Yeah.
So the very first review from a verified buyer.
Uh-huh.
First things first, let's look at the design. The design is inspired by trucks. It's captivating to look at
Oh my.
and appropriate for children of varying ages. Aesthetically attractive,
Okay,
catches
okay.
one attention because of brilliant colors and whimsical features. Don't you think the guy who's the president of the company wrote this? Copious bubbles adds to pleasure and joy.
Yeah, this seems okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this, and I'm gonna see.
Oh, this is a different version?
So, this is a Chat GPT detector. This will see if it's written
Oh my gosh.
by Chat GPT. Surprisingly, it thinks that it's written by a human.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly, I thought it was AI generated for sure, but
I think it's a copywriter.
Yeah, I think so too.
To the copywriter.
I think so too. It seems fake as heck. I mean, this is like so
it
fake.
does. It does. It fires automatically, and that sets it apart from others.
Yeah, that is so strange. That is very strange. I feel like I could have ChatGPT write a less AI generated sounding review from this review.
Yes.
Because that is just a weird one. But yeah, what's funny is I agree with him. It is amazing. It shoots bubbles when you pull the trigger. You don't have to do anything.
And it looks like a truck, and the bubble fluid is inside.
If I had to review this, I'd say the LEDs added a mystical atmosphere to the bubbles being ejected from the front of the device.
Wait a minute. Under the lines in this review, it fills the atmosphere and transforms it into a wondrous bubble world.
That sounds so AI generated. It hurts.
You should be writing the copious flow of bubbles adds to the pleasure and joy experienced by the youngsters.
Yeah. ChatGPT is awesome. Sam Seracial says, never thought of having it write a review for me. I had it write a scathing letter. I had a bad experience flying with Delta. I was really upset about it, and I thought, I'll send a letter. So I told Chat, it's nice because you can just be so casual with your telling of the story to ChatGPT. You don't have to worry if anything's capitalized or anything. You just be like,
oh my.
Yeah, and the lady was kind of mean to me. She kind of said this thing under her breath that I didn't quite catch, but I think it had to do with the hotel. Anyway, and blah, blah, blah. And you just like tell it everything that happened, and it'll format it to be professional and perfect, and it'll sound like, you know, not angry and mad. You know, it'll be the perfect amount of like, as a customer, it was very distressing that this happened.
Okay.
You know, it makes them perfect because it can think of all that stuff and then format your thoughts into a better version.
And you'll get an email back from Delta saying, tell that GPT that our GPT thinks that letter was stupid.
Exactly. You're going to get ChatGPT's back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
And Empty Pocket says, yeah, I use ChatGPT all the time nowadays.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh, yeah. Giz Wiz is full of it. Giz Wiz is like subject one of me using ChatGPT. Every single description, episode description, I'll tell it what happened in. And this is a thing Josh will do too. Josh and I both work on this. Is we'll tell it what it is doing, what we did that episode, and then it'll write a description. Dive into this episode of the Giz Wiz where we challenge your guessing game with a trio of mystery gadgets. That was last week's episode where we had 3 what the heck is it's. Follow Chad as he explores products that would make certain pool of business sharks nod in approval. This is the Shark Tank stuff. Plus, the Gadget Warehouse uncovers a gizmo that's got your curiosity piqued?
Piqued, yeah, piqued.
In a game of what could it be? You won't want to miss. I forgot what that was, the Gadget Warehouse. What could it be?
Oh, the pan.
Oh, it's got you flipped because of the pan flipping.
The
flipping. I see. Anyway, ChatGPT comes up with all that stuff.
Wow.
The thing is the best way to use it is to not just copy and paste. I have it generate like 3 different ones, and then I'm like, okay, I like this sentence. Okay, this sentence mentions this thing, and so I'll highlight that and grab it over there. And it's like, or no one would say this phrase here, so I'll delete that. And so you just you become the editor of ChatGPT, which is like the writer. And so you edit whatever it writes, and then it's perfect. I use it all the time.
Oh, great. Okay.
Anyway, use it to write your Amazon reviews if you want. Anyway, this is a really cool bubble gun. Like it. I like it a lot. Awesome. Okay. We've been spending so much time on every gadget. We love talking about gadgets, folks. We love it.
Oh, we do. Okay, my third gadget is this.
I love little sound machines to help me fall asleep. I have 3 of them, and then I have a sound app on my smartphone. So when I saw an ad for another sound machine, I thought, please. And I bought it. Okay. But why did I buy it? Okay, let's go to the review first. All right. First of all, it's gone up a little. When I bought it, it was $20. Now it's a big deal. It's $22. Oh, 5% off, so it's $21. Two things that I like. Non-looping sounds, okay? Non-looping sounds, I'll explain in a minute. But look at the ratings. 4.5 stars from almost 51,000 people. Okay?
Whoa.
So that made me think, and also I thought, some fans might be looking for a sound machine, and we'll see what this one is. So non-looping. I have thrown out sound machines, actually just given them away, when they are looping, and looping is when you start listening to it and you're listening to the ocean sound, and after about 2 minutes you go, oh, I get it. Little wave, big wave, seagull, buoy. And then you wait 10 seconds, little wave, and it drives you crazy. You can never go to sleep. So this is theoretically non-looping. It's small, okay. It is USB powered. Oh, actually. Oh, no, it's not USB-C. All right. You know what? I have so many charging cables back here. So it comes with an AC adapter, which is nice because a lot of gadgets today, you probably have one around, but so you can plug it directly into a computer with the little micro cable. Actually, I'm plugging it into a charging base. So I'm assuming that's going to be fine anyway. So we do that. This is going to face down. And, all right. Then let's see. Little on switch here.
I love how tiny it is.
Yeah.
It's itty bitty.
Oh.
Ooh.
Now, let me go. Now, I don't know how we're going to hear this. Well, let's just hear what the sounds are, all right? So it has lots of color sound. Let me just look at this a bit. Should have got my magnifying glass out for this, okay? So there's brown noise, pink noise, blue noise. Did you know there was such a thing?
They're advertising things that like that on television. Apps.
Yeah, white noise. Rainbow noise. Rainbow noise, I listened to rainbow noise, but the sound of gold falling into the pot at the end of the rainbow was very annoying. Soft fan, household fan, industrial fan, big fan. What's the difference between an industrial fan and a big fan? Rain, heavy rain. Rain on a window. Stream in a cave.
Who came up with these?
These are very funny. A brook, a river, gentle sea wave, mighty sea wave, little sea wave, singing birds, campfire, and finally train. All right. And if we can't hit them well, then I'll actually hook up a microphone. So let me just turn it up a little. Oh, that's good.
How do you find the special one that you want?
You just have to go through them. You have to go through. Yeah.
I'm
Will I
actually not
remember
sure
it
what
the next time
sound
too?
that is.
I believe it said it will remember the volume and what you had it picked for the last time you used it. So there's really, that sounds like a heavy-duty fan.
I like rain on the window. That sounds good too.
That's another situation. A display
nice.
would be nice.
That's rain.
Just a cheap
That's rain on.
Right.
LED display.
My parade.
Yeah.
Is that rain on? Oh God, I have to pee.
Yeah. This is if you're having trouble peeing. Play
That's
this track.
yellow noise.
That was
The brook,
That's very funny.
the river.
they're nice sounds though.
This is pretty good. So you need a lot of time to figure out if you can figure out if they loop or not. And I'm not even sure how non-looping sounds work.
Oh,
The birds are okay. Although I don't like birds when I'm trying to sleep.
No airplane noise.
Campfire is very low. And this is what I
it's
want,
a nice
the train.
sound. Oh,
That's not bad. That's not bad.
but you can tell it repeats.
You can tell what?
It's repeating.
Well, it has to repeat.
I was joking.
Yeah, it has to repeat. And the funny thing is, if you're on a real train these days, you don't get that anymore because they have the welded track, and it is a long time between rail joints.
Dick, wake up.
Oh,
Showtime.
was that a train that went by?
That's so
Anyway,
funny. That's cool. No, it doesn't have a battery, right? It's not.
No, it does not have a battery,
So you
it
have to
needs
plug
be
it in.
plugged into something.
But still, it's
but
so small. It's perfect.
Now the price went down again to
17 with the 5% coupon.
yeah.
That's great.
I mean, so if you need a little sound machine, but yeah, I mean, I was running it off a external battery charger.
Right. If you
And
took it
it's-
to a hotel, almost every hotel has a USB port in the wall. You know, you can just plug it in.
Or just plug it into your laptop.
Yeah. I was thinking about travel just because it's so small. You know, it's just so
No, it is.
easy.
It is, and the sound is decent. But the good thing is when you have your favorite sound, it will remember it. It will remember the volume, and on the very front, there are 5 little LEDs, and each time you push the on button, an LED lights up, so you can set it for 1 to 5 hours before it goes off automatically. And it said when it goes off automatically, it'll slowly fade out so as not to wake you up.
That's perfect.
So, yeah, they're showing the 5 LEDs. So it seems very reasonable if you want to have a little sleep machine. God, there are a ton of them, aren't they?
I know. But like what you're saying is like non-looping type of feature. That's something you really want to know. It's hard to, you'll have to report back after a few nights sleeping with it if you've noticed any looping.
Looping, yeah. Except for the train.
Right, which obviously click,
Clickety clack.
Yeah.
Is part of it.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, well, with that, let's move on to Chad Crappy Corner.
Crappy Corner. Get it.
Okie dokie, we are back with a Shark Tank gadget. And this is the gadget, folks.
Is that it?
This is it. This is the gadget. Here, let's, I can click into the Shark Tank episode where this gadget was announced.
Hello, sharks. My name is Harry Levin.
And I'm Michael Swigert, inventor of the Fur Zapper, the first pet hair remover for your washer and your dryer.
This is the...
There you go. So it's a pet hair remover. Let's see if any sharks grab it.
In all these years, I have never sat and written one thing. I wrote, "This is so right for me."
Lori, that's funny. I wrote, "It's better for me."
Okay. Oh, wait, who'd they get? Who'd they get? We gotta find.
Barb, what can I do to get you in? What are you trying to get to? What's your goal?
Why are you trying to get more people in? Because sometimes that's not
Oh my gosh, the sharks are going crazy. I honestly haven't watched this, so this is the first time that I'm seeing this. I didn't know that the sharks went crazy about it. It looks like two sharks are fighting over it.
No, he's got the best deal. He's a
No, sometimes it's not the best deal. Sometimes when the sharks work alone, you can just hit the ground running and race.
Okay, guys, Mark and Lori at 15, Barbara and I at 20 on the equity. The only debt offer is mine. Yeah, 600
No,
plus
I
the
think
5%.
I'm going to go down to 15 as well, and I'm going to give you another $600,000 credit line.
Oh my gosh.
Another 600,000? What?
Lori, if you go to 15% for $600,000 with the understanding that you're going to provide some additional finance if we need it, we're okay.
Good.
Lori, you have a deal.
Yay!
They got Lori. Wow. The Fur Zapper. Okay. This is such a good show because now I kind of want to go back and see their description of how they describe the product. Anyway, you'll have to watch it on your own. Shark Tank. Here is my video of the Fur Zapper. Hey Diggity, so we are here with another Shark Tank gadget, and this is the gadget that we are going to be taking a look at. It is called the Fur Zapper. Zaps fur off your laundry, shed happens, washer, dryer, you can use them both in either in the washer or the dryer. So the idea behind this product is that if you throw this in the washing machine and the dryer, it has a slight sticky residue. I read all about this. In fact, I kind of wanted this before the Shark Tank category, and then this was just the perfect excuse for me to actually get this. So I had actually already heard of this because of my problem. So this is only slightly sticky, and it can be washed and reused. And the idea is as this kind of hits your clothes, it helps pull the hair off of your clothes and it gets washed up in the normal washer and dryer situation. So that's what we're gonna test here. But I was really confused. I was like, how am I gonna show a before and an after? How do I know, is this really pulling the hair off of the clothes? And it occurred to me, I already have the before, and that's these. These are washed shirts. These are shirts that have already gone through my laundry, but still have fur and hair on them. Typically, if I put on a black shirt, I put it on and then immediately lint roll it to get all of this fur off. Once again, this has gone through the washing machine and is clean, but there is fur kind of all over the place. And so I'm going to use these shirts, which are already been washed and are already clean, to find out if the Fur Zapper actually works. So I'm gonna throw these clean shirts into a load of laundry with the Fur Zappers to see if they zap off all of this leftover fur. And I thought that would be the perfect way to test the Fur Zapper. So I'll be back after my laundry's done. Okay, so we are done with the laundry, and here are the shirts. Now, they still definitely have fur on them, for sure. Some of them are better than others, which leads me to believe that maybe some of the actual cotton kind of holds on to hair a little bit differently. So some of them are definitely a lot worse than others. I would say overall it is better. I think that the shirts came out with less fur on them, but they are not completely fur free. So I gotta say that I'm probably gonna keep using the gadget, but it's not perfect. So let's show off what it looks like once it's actually out of the washer. It kind of looks a little gross, but there's little hairs and fur all over it. And from what I understand, it doesn't really mention this on the packaging, but online people kind of mention that as this attaches and touches your shirt and peels away, the hair will be stuck, but it's not necessarily supposed to look like it's full of fur. These aren't supposed to capture the fur. They're really just supposed to pull it off the clothes for it to get picked up in your lint trap or to be washed away in the wash. So that's what these look like. They can be rinsed off. It does mention don't use fabric softener or dryer sheets whenever you're using these. So keep that in mind. So all in all, I gotta say that I'm gonna keep using them. Wasn't 100% perfect on the fur removal, but I do see an improvement, and maybe I can, over time, figure out exactly how these work and make them work even better. So there you go, the Fur Zapper.
And what
I don't
do
think
they cost?
Oh, here's their website, furzapper.com, and let's go to their shop. This one. So there you go, $15. That's the double pack. Is the one that I got. So just $15.
Okay.
And so I'm like, I almost feel like I can't tell if I need a better dryer that'll like pull the hair out, if it's getting it off the clothes, if like the hair needs to leave better. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's a me issue or...
Simster Rachel said, what if you put more than one in each machine?
Oh, and so I am. I put both in the washer and both in the dryer.
Oh,
yes.
you did do that. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's how I did it. Both in the washer, both in the dryer.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I think it did something.
It did something. I do see a difference. I hope it wasn't just washing them a second time. That was the difference. And that the Fur Zapper actually helped out. But yeah, so I'm going to keep using them and see, because honestly, as you can see, I have a fur on my clothes problem that I'm trying to fix. So good stuff there. The Fur Zapper. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Okay, Diana sends in an interesting video, and here it is.
Hi, Dick and Chad. I've been meaning to make this video for you for quite some time. I don't think you've shown it on your show, but I'm a little behind on watching the videos. So anyway, I have arthritis, and one of the things that's difficult for me is opening jars. So I came across this little gadget right here at a Walmart, and it's been really, really helpful. So let's see how it goes. I'll try to do this one-handed for you.
It snagged the bottle.
And the lid separately.
And it looks like the lid, yeah. It's twisting. Oh!
Uh-oh. Well, there you go. It doesn't always do that, but you can see that it did work.
It did.
Anyway, I'm always on the lookout for gadgets that help me in my daily life, and hopefully I will be able to show you some more in the future. Have a great day. Thanks.
Those are great. That's great. That's perfect.
That worked great. And she added that normally you would put your hand on the top. Although I've seen videos, I went online and looked and saw videos where it does not fall off the jar. It just happened to fall off in her video.
Right.
It's called Robo Twist. For some reason, it was $34, I believe, at Walmart.
Oh.
And it seems to be about $18 on Amazon, $18.39. It has all different names, but they all seem to have that green button with like a Z on it. So I think they're all coming from the same manufacturer.
Yeah.
So that the price is all over the place, but it
I don't
looks
think
like
we've covered this because I think we
no,
covered.
I don't think we have either.
Yeah, we covered the can
something that-
openers,
Yeah,
but not
exactly.
a jar
That's what we
opener.
did.
Yeah,
That's what we did. We one-touch can opener.
Well, that's cool.
The jar opener, it's very clever.
It is.
Jars are really difficult.
Some can be really, really difficult, and I've seen a lot of the jar openers that kind of give you leverage, but aren't a mechanical device, a mechanical gadget. So that's a cool gadget. I like it.
And she adds, thanks for all the years of great shows. I've been watching since Chad took over for Leo. And I'm a longtime Patreon supporter, Diana.
Thank you, Diana.
So, Diana, you will be getting October Mad autographed to you. And your video was great. So if you want to send in a video, anything to do with a gadget, do a little demo like Diana did. A gadget you love, gadget you hate, and our favorite gadget of the past that was so techy in the past and now is really a piece of crap that you can't bear to throw out because you spent a ton of money. Make a little video, 1 to 3 minutes, put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down list and click unlisted. That way only people with the URL will be able to see it, and send us that URL to mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. And do it!
Do it now! Thank you so much again, Diana, for that. With that, let's move on to the letter!
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters
now.
Okay, we're going to do something different with this, okay? First, I'll read the email. I was going through some boxes, came across Steve's gadget. It occurred to me there would be a good what the heck is it, but only people older who have traveled would know what they are. So let's show just one of them. And chat room, only if you don't know what it is, say, I don't recognize it, because Chad and I knew instantly.
We have a suspicion that a lot of people are going to get it. So if you don't know what it is, raise your hand.
Let us know. Yes, exactly.
If you do know what it is, you don't have to say anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So here is the gadget.
Okay. Now, if you've never seen this or you don't know what it is, just say, I don't know. Do we have anybody in the chat room who doesn't know what this gadget is? And actually, I don't remember this particular version of this gadget.
Right. I don't think I've seen this particular gadget, but I know what its function is just from
yes, exactly,
the photo.
It seems
no one's
everybody
saying
knows.
anything.
No one's saying anything.
Which could lead us to suspect that everyone knows.
Munchkin hand drill. I do remember this. A buggy whip. It is this guy.
They're now giving us funny answers.
Yeah, I know. I think I know, but I'm not sure. I know it is. Sims to Rachel, what do you think it is? Okay.
Showed the next one, if you don't.
Yes, Mr. Dave, I'm not sure. Does it plug into an airline audio plug? Yes, of the past. And what's interesting was the first one Chad showed is originally they just had the one plug.
Yeah.
And then they came out with the right and left channel plug. And if you only had the old plug with the one prong on it, you only heard the right or left channel. But the one that's on the screen now has a little fold-up plug, so it could work on either system. And they were indeed airline converter plugs, so that you could plug your headphone. Now airplanes just have a regular headphone jack.
Why was this this seems so like corporate America. They wanted you to buy their headphones or like buy their things so you couldn't use it.
We don't want people plugging a strange plug into our equipment. Let's make our own device
it didn't make any sense ever since seeing this. But yeah, this is an old airline thing only.
Yes. And that was from Dewey in Port Angeles.
Thank you. Thanks for sending
Dewey,
that over.
thank you.
That's a good letter. A big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. I do have something to say that I have noticed around the internet. Patreon changed their payment processor from America to Ireland. And that has screwed up a lot of bank accounts and a lot of processing of the payments from Patreon. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to fix it on their own. Like Patreon has said, we're trying to resolve it and roll back and fix it all. But I'm also seeing a lot of people suggest, and we're suggesting, please go into Patreon, check your payment method, make sure everything's good. If anything got declined, you may have to go into your settings and restart it. And so just so you know, everything's fine, but there's no fraud or there's no one's been hacked or anything. But the payment stuff hasn't been going through on Patreon, just so you know. Also, thank you to our patrons over at Patreon who support us every single episode. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you give a little bit to the Giz Wiz, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for your continued generosity. It's been awesome. If you want to give back, please consider giving back. GizWiz.tv, you can head there. There's a Patreon tab. A big old banner will take you to Patreon. There's also a link there to PayPal if you want to give via PayPal as well. Thank you guys so much for your support one more time. Thank you so much. Head on over to GizWiz.tv where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. When we are live, the website will just update with the live stream. So it'll be just that main homepage on the website. We'll show the live stream. You can join the chat room and chat along with everybody. And it's just a grand time. Everybody in the chat room, so friendly and so fun. So please join us here on a Thursday. If there's ever a schedule change, it'll be posted at the top of the website so that you know that there is a new recording time. Head on over to GizWiz.biz. That's where Dickie D writes up articles about all the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you're ever wondering what a gadget was, head on over to GizWiz.biz. While you're there, play What the Heck Is It? This is the game show online. This is the entire gadget. You got to guess what the heck this gadget is. And this is obviously a credit card shaver. For those whose credit cards are just way too big, you can shave down your credit cards using this little device. So if you want it, go ahead and just search for it. If you think you know what this is, get a guessing at GizWiz.biz. 6 Mad Magazines for correct answers, 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessing over at GizWiz.biz. That about wraps it up for our show. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.